Hi everyone. This is Daniel from Nixup Asia, with the entrepreneur and startup community in Malaysia. And thanks again, Rachel, for actually sharing this. This is actually a very interesting topic, and yeah, we hope that if you have any question, feel free to ask here. I think even if you miss out some question when you're watching again, you can always drop a note over on the comment, and I'll try to see anything that I can also help to share and get going. So over to you, Rachel.
Okay,
Thanks a
so
lot.
hello everyone. Thank you for being on time. Okay, so today's session, how to source from China, basically is about 2 hours, but in real fact, right, I will need about 16 hours to cover everything in detail. So my promise to you is if you are really doing it and you want to learn, you can always look for me. I will give help. I don't charge anything because I rather you learn and then you do it rather than, you pay someone to do it. Okay. So I will give introduction and I will do a live demo, actually where to click and how to click, how to search, and so on. So just to give you a brief introduction, my name is Rachel. I started buying from China about 6 to 7 years ago on a personal basis. Okay, I buy my stuff because that time, right, the renminbi was 1 to 2, meaning 1 ringgit I can get 2 ringgit worth of renminbi. So it was very attractive. And then when the parcels come in every week, right, my colleague will say, "Oh, these are so cheap. Can I tumpang tumpang?" So from there also, then it became like a business and so on. So what I'm sharing today is really all from my personal experience. I'm giving you a lot of tips and what to do. And also this might be a learning session for me as well, because there might be things that I don't know, but you know, right? So we all learn along the way. I am not Alibaba or Taobao representative. I also do not work for any logistic company, and I also am not a money changer as well. Okay, just to make it very clear, I do have a side hustle selling kitchenware. If you go to Facebook, you type Red Duku Resources, or you go to Shopee, you type Red Duku Resources, you can see all the Tupperwares that I sell. Just that only, nothing much. All right. So these are the topics that we want to cover today. What are the introduction to various China platform, how to select the right web addresses, how to determine the seller is good, how to search, how to use Google Translate, actual demo, and Q&A. All right. So in China, right, there are a lot of platforms. What do you mean by platform? E-commerce platform like Lazada, Shopee Malaysia. So in China, there is also Alibaba, AliExpress, 1688, Taobao, Tmall. These are all owned by Jack Ma. There are also his competitor called JD, okay, or it's called JD.com. They are Alibaba's competitor. There's also Cozy. All right, so actually Cozy is now in Malaysia as well as an e-commerce platform, but the way they do the business is slightly different. They do it, Cozy comes in as an e-commerce MLM method type of business, okay? And after what I teach you today, right, basically you can replicate the process. It's actually a logical process. It's step by step. So the concept that I teach, after today, besides buying from China, you can also use the same method to buy from US, Japan, Korea, anywhere. And you can buy, let's say, from US, send to your customer in Singapore, or you can buy from Japan, send to your customer in Thailand. So it's as long you get the concept lah, okay? As long you get the concept. And how do you get the concept? Means the more you practice, the more you buy, you get used to it, then you will really, it become natural to you, okay? It become natural to you. So in this page, there are a lot of words, but just don't worry. Who is Alibaba? If you type www.alibaba.com, basically it's a wholesaler website. Okay, it's a special created department in Alibaba Group just to support international business, meaning Jack Ma's idea is he wants to create a wholesaler website for people, let's say in US or in Europe or anyone who wants to buy in bulk and then send it over to their country to sell, whether in their shops or in their e-commerce website. So if you type Alibaba.com, you go to this website, it is in English. Okay, it is in English. Why? Because it is a specially created platform. Okay, so hence when Jack Ma created this department, this Alibaba, right? So he know that it is for international market. So he actually created the whole supply chain. That means he makes shipping easy for you, payment easy for you. Just use your credit card and English speaking customer service. All right. So if I am a factory or a wholesaler in China and I want to put my stuff on Alibaba, right? There are requirements. So in order to do that, you must make sure you have an English speaking staff, because when customer message, cannot type in Chinese because it is supporting an international business. So one of the requirements is, to become a legit Alibaba merchant, right? To be listed in the Alibaba, the company needs to invest to hire English language, somebody who can speak English to understand, must translate all the information into English and so on. So Alibaba is really a seamless process. It make it convenient for people to buy. Okay, so now your question might be, do I buy from Alibaba? Okay, so my answer to you is, do your maths. If you look for the item, you calculated the cost, calculated the shipping, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, the price is this cost. If I mark up at this cost, I sell it to my end customer at this cost. If it makes sense to you, continue to proceed. Okay, continue to proceed. But if you ask my personal opinion, I don't represent anybody. Alibaba's price is actually premium increase. Why? Because of the cost of the merchant to be listed, right? They need to hire in China. To hire somebody who can speak English, they probably have a higher salary. And to be listed in Alibaba's website is not free. They have to register, they have to pay certain amount of deposit. So it increases the cost already. So for the same item, right, I have experienced a few times. For the same item, I can get it 30% less if I buy in 1688. All right. Just to share with you, recently I wanted to buy a ribbon printing machine. I even posted up in the group. I said I want to do this ribbon printing machine. I went to Alibaba. The price is after converting is 2,000 ringgit. 2,000 ringgit in Alibaba. For the same seller, I went back to his 1688 website, his site in 1688. It was selling only for 600. It was only selling for 600 for the same item. Okay, so this is the tip that you might want to compare. All right, so that is Alibaba. So the next one is AliExpress. So what is AliExpress? So AliExpress is like our Lazada or Shopee in Malaysia. It's a business to consumer website. Okay, it's also specially created to support the international business. So it has the shipping, the payment gateway, the English speaking support staff there. So you want to buy a mouse, you want to buy a bag, if you are okay with the amount that they are charging you, the shipping, just proceed, just to proceed. Okay. another question now that I recall, in Alibaba, if you go in, right, you say, Rachel, you say it's a wholesaler, what? But why the MOQ there says is 1? MOQ means minimum quantity. Why did he say 1? Okay, the reason is some of the merchants there allow you to buy 1 because that is a sample. That is a sample, all right? And to the Angmos, right, they really respect this sampling one. You know, they want to buy a bag, okay, the customized bag. So they order just 1, then the factory just make 1, pay, and then sell. Okay, but I know some of my friends who are sellers, they take advantage of this. They take advantage of this minimum 1 quantity, because the one quantity, right, the price could be lower, because the idea from the merchant is, I want to sell you a sample first. You like it, then you come back and buy from me. All right. But some sellers that I know of, they see, oh, minimum quantity 1. Never mind, every month I buy 1. So they try to go around the system, which is actually not really correct. But if you feel that that way works for you, also go ahead. All right. So let's go to the third one, is 1688. So if you type www.1688.com, don't be scared, because it's all in Chinese. Don't worry, because today we have technology. You open 1688 on your Google Chrome, you right click, you will see Google Translate, and it translates everything to you. All right. So 1688 is owned by the same owner, means it's owned by Jack Ma. All right. And 1688 is the Chinese version of the wholesaler. Okay, it's the Chinese version. It's all in Chinese. Primarily, when this 168 started, is to support the sellers in Taobao. Is to support the B2C platform, which is Taobao and Tmall, which I will explain later. Meaning those sellers, like stay-at-home moms, small business, drop shippers, the individuals in China, if they want to do a business, where do they look for stock? They go to 1688 to look for stock. Okay, so primarily it's supposed to support the Chinese, for China people, only for Chinese. However, we Malaysians, we found a way around it. Okay, we found a way around it. By right, Malaysia, if Rachel, I want to buy something, I should go to Alibaba, because all is seamless. Shipping, payment by credit card, everything is settled there already. But you see, 1688, the cost of the product is much cheaper. So we already found a way to go around it. Okay, which I will tell you how to go around it. All right, and there's no payment gateway support. Meaning it's not, it's like, I want to buy this, I cannot use my credit card to pay. That is the problem, right? Why cannot use credit card to pay? Because in a way, it's not supported by, it's not meant for to do international. But I know, because I have been invited by Alibaba in Malaysia, in their office in Bangsa South, and we have already discussed this a couple of times to make 1688 accessible to us. So I believe as they expand their business, they will really cover a seamless payment. But right now, they don't accept credit card. The only way, if you want to buy something, number one, you have to use bank transfer. That means you go to a bank, you do a TT transfer, okay? Or number two, you must have a Alipay e-wallet, all right? Or number three, you use an agent to pay on your behalf. Okay, so these are the money agent who can pay on your behalf. Okay, let's say, for example, there is buyer protection. Why I wrote this here, meaning if I want to buy like 100 pieces of mouse, computer mouse, right? So if I place my order in 1688, all right, and if anything happens to the order, right, you know, you can settle it at the merchants level, or you can settle it at the HQ level, which is the 1688 management level. That is a buyer protection. Some people that I know, they got their contact in 1688. They know, oh, this, I managed to find directly to the factory. So that means you are not going through the system. So you are just dealing directly with the factory. So if you are a first timer, you don't really know them, but although the price is cheaper a little bit, you may get cheated. Okay, you may get cheated because there's no document to say that you have placed an order. All right, it's just only between you and the factory. However, if you have built your relationship with that particular factory or the merchant or the seller, then you can go without 1688. Okay, you get what I mean? Because 1688 will protect you because, you know, there is a transaction. Of course, people who list on 1688 Alibaba, you know, certain amount goes to Alibaba Group, right? Like a fee, a monthly fee that it goes to them. So some factories, you know, they allow you to deal direct, but if there's no protection, so that is a risk that you also need to really consider. Okay, and then there is Tmall and Taobao. So Tmall and Taobao is like our Lazada or Shopee in Malaysia. Is business to consumer. So originally it started 10 years ago. Taobao probably started 10 to 15 years ago to support the Chinese market. Meaning, if I'm a person in China, I want to buy things online, I just go to this Taobao website to buy things. But of course, now with you know, as their business evolved, their business expanded, and Jack Ma coming to Malaysia, or last time our Najib go to China to sign all those agreement. So we have now cross-border, meaning if you go to Taobao or Tmall today, and I want to place order for a pillow, all right, I can use their service, Taobao service, whereby I can pay using Lazada Pay, Touch and Go, online banking like Maybank to use, CIMB clicks. All the options is there. Why this has become an option? Because they have expanded their business. They want to do cross-border business. So that's why they have to set up the facility for you. And they are so big until they expanded until they even have their own warehouse in Malaysia. So some of the things that you buy, like a pillow, let's say that you buy a pillow, it may not necessarily be sent from China to you, but it could be just sent out from their warehouse in Malaysia to you because they do stock up already. Okay, and hence you buy directly from, so they have make it very seamless lah. Okay, so if you go today right now, after this, you go to Taobao.com, you want to buy a cup, you want to buy a pillow, it can be done easily. It's like another option besides Lazada and Shopee for you. Okay, so after explaining about the key businesses platform that, you know, Alibaba has, right? So my big question to you is, so why then should we buy from China? Why should we then buy from China? I won't say all, but most of the items that are produced today are made from China. All right, agree or not? I won't say all the items, not all the items, but most of the items that we know of today are made from China. So better to get from the source than through like a middle person and so on. Okay, so okay, do we want to take any questions or we go to next? Okay, let's go to next. If you have any questions, just do shout out. Okay. Okay, so next, basically this is a B2C chart, business to consumer. Technically, it's nothing so it's like a no-brainer. Like this is what you experience in Lazada and Shopee. Okay. I'm just giving you the flow chart. Okay. Who is on the platform, who is on Taobao, who is on Tmall. And if you make a purchase, you can select who is your forwarding agent. Exactly like what you're doing in Shopee Malaysia right now. You want to buy your pan mee, all right? You buy your pan mee, you can choose either I use Shopee Express to deliver, or I use JNT or Post Laju or Skynet or ABX and so on. So right now, when you are in China, you're buying something from China, you must remember you're buying from China. So I can use Taobao Express to sell. Okay, so Taobao Express is managed by Jack Smiles company. He has a very huge logistic system that is set up, and you can use his service. All right, or maybe after you do all your calculation, you feel that, oh yeah, the Taobao one is not competitive enough, I want to use an agent. Okay, so right now for me personally, I use an agent because I will tell you the reasons in my following slides why I use agent and not official hub, or when do I use official and when do I use a third party. There are difference. Again, no right or wrong answer, is your preference. All right. And then after you select which party to send your item, you just pay and then your product comes to you. Okay, your product comes to you. Remember, you are buying from overseas, it's not something local. So what is the advantage of buying from Taobao or Tmall instead of buying from Lazada and Shopee? Maybe number one is the variety of product. Number two, probably is more convenient. Number three, probably the price is cheaper than Lazada and Shopee. Okay. Number four, what is number four? Preference. So again, it's up to individual. All right. But this is also from my personal sharing. When we buy things from overseas, it's not like local. Local, if I buy L size shirt and then come M size, I can change it easily, right? I just inform seller, then the seller give me a Post Laju note. I stick on the Post Laju's note, I drop the parcel, and then my refund process can be done. But imagine if you buy from Japan or you buy from China and then they send you the wrong product, how? How? Let me tell you. If you want to send something back from China, from Malaysia back to China, minimum, the cheapest I found also 60 ringgit for 1 kg. I have not found anything cheaper yet. Maybe some here has. That will be good. Usually for 1 kg is around 60. If you use DHL, FedEx is 90. Okay, it is not worth it anymore. All right, so I will give you tips how to minimize your risk when buying from overseas. Okay, there are some tips which I cultivated over the years lah. All right, there are some tips to minimize your risk. I won't say there's no risk. There is risk. All right, there are times where people buy furniture, the glass came all broken already. And then what should you do? You know, or let's say I buy I don't know, let's say I buy a vacuum cleaner from China, okay? And then when it come rosak already, and then the seller say, oh, you want me to replace? I can. You send it back to me first, then I send the parts to you. So how? So although having said that, there are still a lot of people buying from overseas. So the trick is how to lower down your risk. Okay, lower down your risk. So I hope this slide, I'm done. All right, let's go to the next slide, which is the 1688. So 1688 is the wholesaler side. Okay, it's the wholesaler side. So mainly when you want to buy from the wholesaler, you have to buy in bulk. Some of the seller do sell to you 1 or 2 pieces. That is sampling. Okay, that is sampling. Yeah. Whatever we do, try to build a long relationship with your suppliers. That's all I want to say. For me, like I told you I'm selling glassware, right? So I found them actually firstly from Tmall, from Taobao Tmall first. They were selling it to me like a consumer because I just buy one, I test. You know, that it's me lah, because if I want to sell something, I want to make sure I myself have used it and I have tested it. I know it's good. So first, I got to know them through Tmall. You know, we chat on the site there. Then after that, when I decided to go into the business, I asked them, "Do you sell in a wholesaler?" Then they say, "Yeah, you go to 1688." So that's how I found them, and I continue to build relationship. I give them a feedback from Malaysia users. You know, those who bought my glassware, they feedback to me, I feedback to them, and they really like take my feedback. They do testing, they listen to what we want. So I feel that type is a good way to build relationship with them. And I even got to know them, you know, besides chatting on their, like, you know, the chat box in the platform, I got their WeChat number. WeChat is the equivalent to WhatsApp. And if you are doing 1688 business, you must have WeChat. Okay, don't worry if the seller type in Chinese, because WeChat, if you have WeChat app, right, it is so powerful. It's more powerful than WhatsApp because it has a translate button. So if they type something there and you don't understand, you just hit the translate button, then it will translate for you. Or you just copy and paste it to Google Chrome, go to Google Translate, and you can find the answer. You do not know how to answer them, you go to Google Translate, you type in simple English because you don't want the translation to go haywire. You type in simple English, you paste it back to WeChat. That's how I've been doing, serious. My Chinese level, I tell you, is like standard 1, 2, 3. But I've been dealing with the shipper, I've been dealing with the factory, all through WeChat. And these people who are on WeChat, they are probably the bosses, one of bosses or the workers of their factory, right? And they are very proud of their product one. So you will know that when they post on the moments is like our Facebook updates, right? They put it on their moments, right? In Chinese, their updates. You can see they are very proud. They show pictures of their latest product. So then you know, you know, this is something I want to procure for next year for Malaysian customers. You know, they will put up new videos, or you will see new activities. Why? Because they are very proud of their product. They will post up, you know, and share, oh, this is our new product coming up. This is our new version of the diffuser. You know, they will post all this up. So, but one thing about 1688, as I mentioned just now, there's no payment gateway. That is seamless. There is, you can pay, but it takes a little bit more steps to do it. All right. You have to use a third-party logistic. Okay. Later, I also will share why I use a third-party logistic. So this is all a very, very brief on 1688. Okay, if no question, I go to the next slide. Okay, so I go to next slide. All right. The next slide is Alipay. So just very, 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 very brief. What is Alipay? Alipay is a China e-wallet. Okay, think it like touch and go e-wallet. Okay, you think it that way. Okay, so Alipay is set up in China for the Chinese community to have a seamless or cashless transaction. Okay, so whatever you buy in Taobao or whatever you buy in Tmall or 1688, it is recorded in a way in your Alipay account. When you have an Alipay account, doesn't mean that you have the e-wallet. It's just a recording system. to record all your transactions. Okay. So it's regulated. So in Malaysia, right, if there is a problem with your purchase and there's a refund, what should you do? You check with RevPay. So RevPay has been appointed to manage this. So they have a physical office. So don't worry, they have phone numbers. It's not robots. There are people who answer questions there if you call them there. And Alipay has also worked with other payment gateway, like the latest one is Lazada Pay. All right, so you may use your Lazada Pay to pay for Taobao and Tmall purchases. Okay, you can even use Touch and Go, Maybank to you and all that. You can use agents to help you to pay. These are money changers. Okay, basically, you want to buy, let's say you want to buy something and it costs about 2,000 renminbi. And you want it fast, and you use agent to help you to pay, and then you just pay the agent in the equivalent in Malaysia ringgit, which whatever rate that he quoted you and that you are happy about. Okay, you can also use bank transfer. Okay, there's another e-wallet in China called WeChat Pay. Okay, so like in Malaysia we got so many pays, right? Grab Pay lah, Lazada Pay lah, so many. So in China, the other bigger one is called WeChat Pay. But unfortunately, because e-wallet, right, it has gone so big, and right now, I believe not many people in Malaysia can have WeChat Pay with a China account. Okay, this may sound very technical to you. If you see that you got money in your WeChat account, that is only if you can do transaction to like Starbucks and all that, because you have a WeChat Pay for Malaysia account. Okay, so if I want to transfer money to my friend, let's say my friend, I have to make sure that she also have WeChat Pay Malaysia, I have WeChat Pay Malaysia, then I can transfer money to her. Okay, if I want to transfer money to the merchant, which is he must have WeChat Pay Malaysia, but he doesn't have, so I must have WeChat Pay China, but my WeChat Pay China has been stuck. Why stuck? Ask me for verification, ask me to show my passport, but my passport is expired, I cannot do it, and then they don't accept. So it has come to a point that both Alipay and WeChat Pay in China right now in today, right, is uncontrollable. It's uncontrollable. There's a lot of money flowing in and out of Alipay and WeChat without physical cash at hand from the bank side. I do not really know how to explain this, but the bad word is something like laundering lah. But I don't wish to use that word, but I just know that it's uncontrollable. There are a lot of transactions going through Alipay and WeChat, and it's not traceable. So that's why Alipay and WeChat Pay, to normal people like me, we have problem because we cannot do verification, right? Because initially Alipay and WeChat Pay started is to help the Chinese community, meaning that suppose this person supposed to be staying in China, has a China IC, has a China bank account or a China work account, working there, then he can have all that. All right, because like Malaysia Touch and Go, you also need to verify your account, then you can do more transactions, right? So same thing like in China also. So there are like agents, right? These agents, they do this as their business. You know, they earn the commission from the currency as their business. So what they do is these agents, they usually fly to China to open a bank account there. All right, and they use their IC as a proof of verification. They buy a China prepaid phone card so that they can receive the TACs and so on. Then they are back in Malaysia and they do this business. Okay, so I would say the community for agents, whether they are a shipping agent, personal shopper agent, or the money agent, right, is quite huge. It's quite huge. You just have to look for it. Okay. To them, this is one way of them making money lah. Okay, so this is a very brief question about Alipay. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, shipping. Okay, from China to Malaysia. So what are the advantages of using a forwarding agent, and what are the advantages of using a direct official? Okay, I will start with forwarding agent. So some people call it third-party logistics. Some people call it third-party agent. In Chinese, it's called 代运, means agent for shipping. 代运, all right? Some people use it the third-party logistic hub. Basically, there are also many, not in the tens, in the hundreds, There are many forwarding agents in China. All right. And there are many forwarding agents that have Malaysia and China collaboration. That meaning they are a forwarding agent in Malaysia. They have a proper setup in Malaysia. They also have a proper setup in China as a business. All right. So there are many in the market. So you just have to look for it. Okay, you have to look for it. You can Google for them. You go to Facebook, you type, you can search for it. You can ask people who buy from China, who do they use from, and then you can go from there. So what is the advantage of having a forwarding agent? Number one, when you buy item from any seller or any merchant to Malaysia, right, it will be sent to their warehouse in China. Okay, usually the warehouse is in Guangzhou, because Guangzhou is the nearest to the port, you know, it's like our pork plank, but so there's a Guangzhou port that is nearest, and in distance wise is the nearest lah. Okay, so in China, you buy from anywhere, you just tell them, oh, for this item that I'm purchasing, please send to my warehouse. So you give them your China warehouse address. Okay. Another big port there is in Yiwu, Yiwu, that is in Yiwu. Yiwu is slightly further than Guangzhou. So when items come to Malaysia, is like maybe 1 or 2 days later, the estimated time frame lah. Okay, but Guangzhou is the most popular, most high traffic for forwarding agents. Okay, if you go to Baiyun area, Baiyun is very near the airport as well. You can see the road, right? One road, 20, 30 forwarding agent companies there. All right, and all doing the same business. All right, so when you want to buy from China, so you just tell your seller lah, oh, you are not actually sending me to Malaysia, you're only sending to China. So can you waive shipping fee from me from let's say from Beijing to Guangzhou? Yeah, they will do that because Taobao and Tmall probably have free shipping vouchers which you can use and you can get your item delivered for free of charge. Okay. So that is one of the advantages, because sometimes you want to buy something and then when you tell the seller, oh, I'm in Malaysia, they say, I don't even know how to find a logistic to send to Malaysia. So he will just cancel your order. Okay, he will just cancel your order. So the best thing is have them send to your warehouse. So you can tell people, you can tell anyone, even your friends who are in China, they want to send you something, just tell them, oh, send it to my China address. Send it to my China warehouse. All right. When you sign up with an agent, you automatically will have a unique mailing address. All right. With this unique mailing address, the warehouse will receive all your parcels that you order from various platforms. Okay. Number two, when you have a forwarding agent, you need to see what type of services do they provide. Do they provide to help you to check your items? For example, I buy an iPhone 12 from China, all right? And then when it arrives at the warehouse, you want the warehouse to check whether the model, is it iPhone 12 or they send iPhone 6? You know, these are some of the things that agents can do on your behalf. Number one, checking your items, counting the items. Let's say you bought 10 pieces of clothing that maybe you want the forwarding agent's service to check whether 10 pieces arrive or not. Because when it arrives, right, and if something is not right, you can still amend it. You can still talk to the seller, hey, you send less item and so on. If you didn't have it, if you don't select this type of services and you terus ask the agent just to send it back to Malaysia, right? And then when it comes to Malaysia a week later, let's say by air is 1 week later, 1 month by sea, it's too long already. Anything you want to clarify with the seller will say, why do you take so long just to answer, just to check your item and so on. So that is one of the services. The agent can also help you to consolidate all your parcels. Consolidate means today, Rachel, I buy from 3 different sellers from 3 different parts of China. And when all these 3 items arrive at the warehouse people will pack all these 3 items in one box. That is called consolidate. Okay, consolidate into one box, weigh the final weight, pay the whatever amount that is due, and your agent will send the item to you. Okay, so that is called consolidate. And also, let's say if you buy big item, for example, just now I told you I bought a 10-feet TV stand, right? So I kind of worried, not on China's side, I worried on Malaysia's side on how people throw things or they handle things, right? So what I did was I told my forwarding agent, please help me to put wooden pallets around the box. Okay, of course you have to pay extra lah, okay, because he's putting service to nail, how to say, they pallet up the box. Okay, in Chinese it's called 打木架, means they put the woods all around the box, so that when people carry the item, they will not throw it. They really have to carry it properly. All right. So these are some of the things the agent can, the advantages of using an agent. All right. So what is the advantage of using Taobao or Alibaba's direct forwarding? I use this only when they offer free shipping. Okay, during 11/11, 12/12, or whatever big festival that they have, right? They will say, okay, if you buy this, it's free shipping from China to Malaysia. Then I will take advantage of it. But even if I want to take advantage of it, I have to be wise, okay? Because when we go for direct forwarding, number one, the Taobao logistic warehouse, they won't check the item for you. They won't check, okay? And number two, certain items, once it reach the warehouse, but if it does not meet the requirement of the warehouse, they will just throw your things away and you never see your item again. Number three is, let's say I bought like 10 pieces of clothing, and then the seller, right, he split the parcel, he split to 2 parcels, all right? And then when it reached the direct forwarding warehouse, they only thought 1 parcel, you only place 1 order, but the system didn't know that the seller sent 2 parcels instead of 1 parcel. So then when you reach the forwarding warehouse, they don't check for you and you don't know, because you don't know, you trust the system, right? You don't know. And then sends out from their warehouse to Malaysia. Then when you receive it, then you say, Why only got 5 pieces one? Then after that, you go and message the seller. You go angry. Hey, why you only sell me 5 pieces? You con me or what? Then the seller check. Oh no, it's actually, he sent 2 parcels. So where's the other parcel? So the other parcel is actually at the forwarding agent's place sitting there. But if it has passed certain time limit, all the items will be disposed of. So that is one risk that you have to take note of. Okay, so are you clear on this forwarding agent and direct agent? Bottom line, if you ask me who to use, I will always use third-party forwarding agent. I only use the official one when there is free shipping with no conditions. Right now, today, if you go to Taobao, if you buy 299, and above, you get free shipping. That one is with condition. You must buy 299 and above. Even when you buy 299 and above, it could be from different seller. You combine 299, but there is risk there for the forwarding agent to miss out your item. Yeah. If you are just only buying from one seller, still possible to go ahead. But I will not take the risk lah, because how okay, during the last one of the promotion, one of the Taobao promotion, they actually had this 299. So again, I was kind of like greedy lah. I said, okay, look, I buy, look, and then I checked this seller participated in this campaign. So this seller actually have this 299 free shipping offer that he took up for the campaign. Then I tell you what happened. My things arrived at the forwarding warehouse, right? My things arrived at the forwarding warehouse. I know that I know that something is amiss, because when the forwarding warehouse written down the weight of the item, right, is different. I sense something is different because I bought more. All right, could be around 50 kg, but it was only recorded as 30 something kg from the system you can see. So I know something is not correct. Then when I consulted the seller, you know what the seller told me? Oh, Rachel, yes, we participate in this campaign for certain items only. You know or not? That means that time I think I bought table or chair or something like that. Only certain item from that seller qualify for the 299 promotion, and the other item is not qualified from the 299 promotion. Okay, so luckily, because through experience, I know something is not correct. So what I did was I told the forwarding agent, I pay you 30 renminbi, you send it back to my forwarding agent's address in China. Okay. Or number 2, you can cancel your order. This item sent back to your seller. The seller refund you. Then you go and place your order again. Yeah. So there is good and bad on the shipping side. Okay. So what is my next slide? Okay. So any questions so far? Before I go to the next one, because I'm unable to see the questions on my screen.
Rachel, how about the sensitive item between official and agent?
Okay. All right. So I also want to explain certain things. For example, in this one is universal lah. This question is universal also. I believe if you want to send something to US, right, there are categories for it. You know that there is normal items, normal goods like clothes. Okay, then if you send electronics, it's considered a sensitive item. Why you send electronic sensitive item? Why? Who can tell me? Because it's electronic, got battery inside, and who knows when Malaysia put inside the aeroplane, right? If suddenly 爆炸, how okay, suddenly burst. So there are special categories when we want to send items overseas for, let's say, on airplane, right? We need to really declare the right item. Okay, declare the right item whereby it's if it's battery, then it should go to the to the electronic side, the sensitive side. If it's normal, then it's normal. Okay, so let's say you buy something from you buy something from Taobao. Let's say you buy umbrella. Okay, this is very good example because I kena before. I think few years ago, right, the umbrella that can open opposite side one, open and close opposite side one. I don't know how do I say that. You open up and then it turns into umbrella, and then when you close it, all the water will drip inside. The umbrella, when you buy, so that time few years ago it was very popular, so I bought. And then first time I bought, I used direct forwarding, no problem. And umbrella, nobody thinks that it's a sensitive item because I only bought one. Then after I bought, right, so many people say, hey, I also want to buy. So then I said, okay, since direct forwarding, can help me send one umbrella. So that time I bought, I think 5 or 6 pieces of umbrella. Guess what happened? 5 or 6 umbrella all gonna stuck at the forwarding warehouse because when you buy 5 or 6, number one, it like trigger like it's a sensitive item. So, and that time, I remember I lost money on this because that time I didn't know how to deal with the forwarding agent. So like umbrella, if you buy a lot, when it goes to the forwarding warehouse, it is considered as a sensitive item, and sensitive fee for shipping is different from normal fee. Okay, so that's one thing you need to take note of. I would say that of course today you won't able to absorb everything, but as you learn, as you keep on buying, you will know. So if I want to buy sensitive item, definitely I will use forwarding agent. Okay, and then I will send it by sea shipping, because in sea shipping there's no category for sensitive or non-sensitive. Okay, but if I'm urgently I need to buy like 5 umbrellas and I need to send by air, then I will need to declare as sensitive and then just pay a sensitive price. So what are the items that are sensitive or not sensitive? The list is there. You can Google, you can ask your shipper, they will be able to tell you. So things like battery, anything with electronic board, anything with liquid is all sensitive items. Okay. Any other questions before I go to the next slide?
There's actually quite a few. Do you want to answer them later?
Can answer now because I think the next slide onwards, I want to do the sharing. I want to see if I can share my screen, my browser, where I actually click on the website, show you step by step.
Okay. So I'll go with a simple one. Stu asked, choose air or sea. I think you briefly answered that, but yeah.
Which one?
Choosing air or sea for shipping.
Oh, do I choose air or sea? So it depends on you. So if you want your item fast, you use air. If you can wait, it's by sea. So air is 5 days and sea is 1 month. All right. Of course, you use anything that is fast, you have to pay more money, and sea is cheaper. So air, if you want to, the market rate for shipping from China to Malaysia, air is about 30 renminbi per kg. So 30 renminbi per kg. Wait, I use my calculator. So 30 renminbi is our money, 19 ringgit 80 cents per kg by air. Okay, by air. By sea is around 11 renminbi per kg. which is 7 ringgit, half the price. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
How about import taxes and stuff like that?
Okay, good question. So if you go direct, let's say from China, and you choose your forwarding agent, more established company, for example, DHL or FedEx or UPS, right? They will go the normal route. Okay, the normal route. That means you have to prepare your declaration, how much is your item, and hopefully your item don't get taxed. Okay, that is one way. But however, for the since I joined was more than 7 years ago, that means I believe it's longer, more than 10 years ago, Malaysia and China actually do have a very, very good bilateral business relationship. I would say we have a very, very good relationship. So you need to look for forwarders who have the one dragon boat. What, I don't know what's the direct translation. Basically, they sign something.
One belt, one road, I think.
One belt, one road, or one dragon boat. Yeah. Basically, if the forwarding agent is participating in this particular agreement one, then all the taxes and custom has already been covered. Okay. And I believe we are at advantage right now because even when Taobao open up to Malaysia, when have the cross border, right? They even sign with our what's his name, with our
Najib.
ministry. No, not with Najib, the one who handles the transport one. So basically, I would say the bottom line is we are in good hands because a lot of the customs and taxes have all been covered. All right, has all been covered. And from my experience, I have been purchasing more than 7 years. I have never got taxed before. I have never got taxed, but I have my item confiscated. I bought my earplugs, not earplugs, the wireless headset. Okay, and then I declare falsely. Okay, it's my mistake I didn't click properly. I declare as a normal item instead of a sensitive item. So my item, when they cross the border, China custom, right, they actually remove my thing because that custom, when that flight supposed to go out, supposed only to take the normal, I mean that pallet or what supposed only to take all the normal items. So if my item is a sensitive item and if it's at the wrong compartment, right, it trigger So I remember that time when I lost my year thing, right? You know, the first thing, I very bad. I thought it was my local people. I thought ABX was the one who stole it. I keep on asking, ABX, you own up, you tell me who actually stole, because I never thought that I will lose it. Okay. And then, but I tell you, China very professional. They even give me the video clipping, how my item was being packed, whether it was opened by somebody. I have the video. It was so, I would say I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. But then I realized from my mistake. So now I know what to do. Yeah. Okay.
We'll answer a few more questions, basically, just one or two more. Jack is asking about if product is lost, can we claim the money back? Then okay. I'll just, yeah.
And what's the next question?
I think the next question, someone was asking about cosmetic, and then Stu was asking about it. Then Vicky actually gave a link, the custom decoration and tariff actually.
Yeah.
Then
yeah. So depends how you lost the item Okay, depends how you lost the item. Lost at whose hand Okay, so I've been coaching a lot of mothers who started their own business. They bought things from China and they lost it. So we need to see at which stage they lost it. They lost it at local delivery, the last mile, or they lost it at the custom, or they lost it at China. So we need to check. So if it's lost at the last mile, the shipping company will claim the money from ABX. Okay, and ABX will pay back. So let's say if you spend 30 ringgit on it or whatever, then they have a formula to calculate the compensation. Yeah. Okay. The other question about cosmetic is a sensitive item. I think if Tay is there to answer, that's good. Okay. So you can buy cosmetic stuff, you can buy Nike shoes and all that, but you have to declare as sensitive. Okay.
I think the last one we should answer is Fiona. Fiona says she came late and then she wondered how to use spot legit sellers. But I think you are doing a demo on that, right?
Yeah. I will do a demo on that. Anything else?
No, I think we can proceed.
Proceed. Okay. Okay. I must be sensitive at my screen so that it won't go off. How to select the right address? Make sure when you go to Taobao or Tmall 1688, you are at the legit address lah. Okay, you don't go to fake address that looks like it. Yeah. Okay, when you are at Tmall or Taobao, right? Who should you buy from? Who should you buy from? Okay, to make it easy for everybody, only buy from Tmall or Gold Seller. These two. Last time I said can buy from Gold Crown and Blue Crown, but I don't want already. That is my personal opinion. Just buy from Gold or Tmall. Okay. Why I say so? Because as I said, like a platform, anybody also can apply to be a seller. So you can be a big brand, you can be a stay-at-home mom, you can be a freelancer, you can already. So, and then last time, I don't know now got or not, but last time, I can even I can pay money to get my ranking. Okay, I can pay money to get ranking. Or I can pay sellers just to put good reviews so that I can get my ranking up. Okay, so they may not be a good seller, but they pay money, then they get a blue crown, they get 5 blue crowns or whatever. Okay, but now it has become more strict. It has become more strict. So in order for you to be listed in Tmall, number one, your upfront registration deposit is much higher. It's not free. Like you register in Shopee as a normal Shopee is free, right? But if you want to become a Shopee Mall preferred merchant, the Shopee Mall to have the Shopee Mall name or Lazada to be in the tag mall, you have to pay more, a lot more. And what I know, what I've been told to me that the amount is substantial. All right. And why we want to buy from more substantial, why we want to buy from more legit customer like Tmall or only Go is because the risk of the number one, the product, okay, probably is better quality, and the risk of loss of parcel and customer service will be better. You return, no question asked. They may even, you may not even need to return the item, but they refund you the money, no question asked. So if you need to buy from Tmall or Go, just buy from these two. Don't even look at Gold Crown or Blue Crown. Unless you are unless there's no choice, then you need buy from Gold or Blue Crown. You can also determine a good seller based on the number of items sold. So let's say I want to buy the computer mouse, and when I search, right, there are like hundreds there. Maybe I want to first shortlist by the number of pieces they sold, okay, by quantity, not by volume, not by amount in dollar cents, by the quantity, okay, by the quantity. Or you can read the review, okay, see actual photo. Okay, with the Google Translate, you just translate it. You definitely, if you read it, you can grasp what they are trying to say and so on. All right. And then for the wholesaler, you want to look for a number of years in business, this they will put in the website. So later we will show you. They will have insurance protection, and you also need to check, are they a manufacturer or reseller? Okay, for example, you want to go to wholesaler website, for example, buying glass. Okay, so you want to know whether they are factory or reseller or not. Maybe they didn't put it very clearly, right? So you go and see the main page or the page where they show all their products. If this guy is very focused in selling glass, he only sell glass only, glass containers only. He won't sell anything else. All right. So he's definitely a manufacturer. He's the kilang. Okay. A reseller means if you go to his page, apa macam like a trading shop, that one, you know, he's just an agent. He's a person who source. Okay. There are people who are like that also. They are in 1688. When you go to their page, they sell all types of things. They have no one business focus. They don't have one business focus. In that same, in this reseller, he may be selling kitchen knife, and he may also be selling like kids playground. So these two no lalang, right? No connection, right? But he may be just doing it. Why he may do it? Because he may have offered himself like a personal agent who helps source. How I know about this is because in US, one of my business partner, right? So he was telling me, oh, Rachel, do you know nowadays I buy things from China? I was like quite surprised. I said, how do you do it? And then he said, oh, in US, we just go through a partner, you know, and this partner will just source for anything that you want. Oh, I say, okay, that's good to know. Okay, so if you look at this page, all right, number one, look at the the URL. So the URL means taobao.com. So you're at the correct place. Good, understand this part? Number two, can you see the goal? Can you see my mouse can you see the like a medal with the gold word there? Is it gold? Yeah, gold lah. Jing means gold. So if you want to buy this bag, okay, let's say if you want to buy this bag, this seller you can buy from, okay, because it's gold. Okay, because it's gold. Next one, if you see this website, okay, you first check URL. Okay, check URL. Okay, Taobao means I'm at the right side. Okay, but this one don't have the gold sign, but it has a crown or gold crown or should be quite good, huh? Should be quite good. If the thing is not really expensive and you want to buy from it, okay lah, go ahead. But I would say if you are really don't know one and you don't want to have you don't want to lose your item, or you just want to make sure your item comes good and not broken, just try to go for better ranking sellers. So like this seller, he has no gold. Don't buy unless there's no choice, unless you search all over Taobao and nobody have this same item that is having a gold one but have a gold crown, then you proceed to buy. Okay, this is 1688 website. Okay, so 1688, first look at the URL. First thing again, look at the URL is 1688.com. Okay, and the second one, look at my arrow, the green arrow here. The green arrow here, this is the part that you use your camera function. Okay, I will show you a camera function. Do not freak out when you see all these Chinese words. Just use Google Translate. Okay, it will give you instant understanding. Okay, and like any other platform lah, they are all categorized the same: clothing, fashion, furniture, kitchenware. You know, it is same. Okay. Okay, so how to search? Use image search and use Google Translate, copy and paste search bar. Okay, so okay, you can see the camera here. Camera means you use the image search. All right, so these are screenshots, but later I will do a live demo. So for example, I saw a mother selling this unclog powder to unclog your kitchen sink. Okay, so she's selling on Facebook, but I kepo lah. I just want to know how can I search for this item, exact same item in China or not. Maybe I feel that the price she's selling is quite high. Maybe I can compare and see if I can get from China at cheaper price. So I copy the gambar, I copy the photo, okay? And then I paste it, I upload into Taobao, right? And imagine, you see when I upload, my search result come out the exact same picture, meaning this person who was selling on Facebook locally, she even used the stock picture from the seller themselves or from the manufacturer themselves. Okay, and then you can see here, from the picture, right, some selling 26.50, 25, 25, 29. So it gives you an idea of the range of this product, the price range of this product. Get it? All right. Or in other way, you use Google Translate. You type the English word, okay, and then it comes out the Chinese word. So you copy the Chinese word. Okay, you copy the Chinese word, you paste it onto the search bar. Okay, you paste it onto the search bar, and after you paste it on the search bar, you will see the results. Okay, you will see the results, all the bookshelf will come out. And if you see my second arrow here, which I use my mouse to circle, the word is called 销量. Just now, as I mentioned, this is the quantity. Okay, look for the quantity. Maybe you want to buy from seller who is more active, who has sold a lot of bookshelf as compared to someone who has zero sales. Okay, this is one example. Okay, so how do you Google Translate? As long you use Google Chrome, you can right click to translate, or you can use the copy and paste method. For me, if you are first time using Taobao, Tmall, or 1688, please use browser, meaning please use a computer or a laptop. There are apps available. It's called the 1688 app or the Taobao app, or these apps are available to download, but you won't know how to maneuver it it's difficult for you to maneuver and to get the translation. Okay, so, and because I would say that if you use the app, right, it is only when you are very, very used to buying, you are very comfortable in buying, you know where to click here and there, that is fine. But as a starter, please use a browser. Even for me till today, when I want to chat with sellers, I always use browser because I open my another screen, Google Translate. I just copy and paste all my conversations there. All right. Another good thing about using the browser is the possibility of you to click wrong is not there. But in app, right, you may click wrong lah. Okay. But nevertheless, I know they will improve over time lah. They will improve over time. Okay. So right now, I want to unshare my screen and I want to show you my browser. Okay. So let me stop sharing my PowerPoint and I will share my share screen. Oops. What do you see? Is it you see me?
It's my Facebook profile.
Yeah, so actually I'm trying to go to my browser, but I do not know what.
Your browser already. You can click on the next tab actually.
Yeah, but my Zoom there, right? I cannot. The bar is like
You can stop sharing screen. Then you click on share try to share again, basically.
uh
Stop sharing screen. Then you click on your browser again.
okay. I stop first. Okay. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, I try script share. Try it now.
Yeah, it should
Yeah,
say
but the top part keep. Oh, okay. Can already.
Henry. Okay,
Now what do you see?
your
Facebook page.
Facebook. Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So, uh,
Now the Taobao page.
okay. So I'm not sure how many of you here are Taobao users or you are new user. If you need the step-by-step slide on how to become a Taobao user, the customer setup page, I already have that done before. It's on YouTube. You just watch my YouTube. You are done. If you get stuck, you can come to let me know. So basically, this is the Taobao page. So you see me scrolling up and scrolling down. Okay, anywhere on the screen, you right click, you click translate to English. Can? So everything now you see is translated to English. Okay, so now let's say you want to search for something. Okay, I don't know what you want to search for. So let's say we type what? Computer mouse. Okay, so what you do is you copy, right? You come back here and you paste. Okay, you see I paste and then I click search. Okay, so you will see all type of computer mouse appear. All right, you see all type of computer mouse appear. Again, what are all these Chinese spaghetti? Okay, don't understand, translate to English. Right click again. All right, then you click on sales. Okay, you want to see the quantity, right? So you click on sales. So it will filter again. So like this one, okay. Okay. This one, I do not know why the Chinese word didn't appear. So I change it back to Chinese. You can have a look. Okay. Can you see this? The first one, 5.0. Can you see 5.0 here?
Yes.
Okay, this 5.0 means 50,000. 1 year. 50,000 of this brand of mouse have been sold. The second one, if you see here, is 3.5, means 35,000. Okay, 35,000 of this Philip, exactly this model has been sold. All right, so this is one way you search for the item. So okay, let's click on the first one. So let's click on the first one. And then it will bring you to their seller's page. All right, now this seller can buy or not? Can buy. Why? Because it's a Tmall seller. Up here on my left hand corner is a Tmall seller. So yes, I can buy from him. I see this Chinese word again. I don't understand. I click English. Okay, everything changed to English. Of course, then you choose here. Okay, then you choose here. Okay, so now I simply hantam one first. Okay, I just simply hantam one. I will put add to cart. All right, I will put add to cart. So it says successfully added to my shopping cart. So if I go to my shopping cart, Okay, so it says here lah, shopping cart. Okay, blah blah blah. All right, so let's say I want to buy this. Okay, I decided already lah, I want to buy this. So what I do is, because you see I got so many items in my shopping cart, right? So never mind, I just want to click on this particular item. Okay, assuming I just want to buy this mouse. Assuming I want to buy this mouse. It costs 23.90 renminbi. Okay, 23.90 renminbi. So I click, and at the bottom right hand here where my mouse is, 23.90, I will click. Okay, means I confirm to buy, but I haven't paid yet. Confirm to buy. And then it will ask me, okay, where do you want to send this to? Is it to your agent's address, which is my China warehouse address, or is it to Australia, Malaysia, or wherever? Okay, this is my personal account. So why I have Australia address here is because sometimes I buy things from China and I send it to my sister. So I ask Taobao to send directly to her. Okay, because it's one way. Why I have a Selangor address here is because if there is those free shipping promotion, right, then I don't have to go through my third-party agent, comes to my address directly. So in this way, if you are a new customer, you need to key in your third-party agent's address or your Malaysian address, depending which forwarder you want to use. Okay, you have to decide which forwarder you want to use. So let's say if I'm sending to my third-party address, so I have to make sure I select the correct address, and then I scroll down. Okay, I scroll down, and the final price that I'm going to pay, you can see down on my screen, is 23.90. And before I pay, they ask you one more time again. You know this one, as I highlight here, they ask me to confirm again, is this the address that I want to send to? Okay, so now I will show you a demo, real demo lah, but until the payment page. But later I will cancel this order, so you don't worry. Yeah. So I click here, means I agree. Okay. If you don't understand the Chinese here, please translate to English. Okay. It will make sense. Okay. So you click submit order. So it brings you to the payment page. Okay. So as I said, all payments is managed through their Alipay. All right. Then, so you remember how much I needed to pay? 23.90 renminbi, Chinese dollar. Then I click here called Malaysia e-banking. So for 23.90, the total I'm going to pay here is 15.14. Do you see that? Meaning I'm not paying 20, I'm paying in ringgit. Malaysia, $15.14 for an item that is 23.90 renminbi. Faham tak? Up to this point. Then I proceed. Okay. So if you see that I proceed, okay. So it comes to the payment page. Okay, the payment page, because I selected I want a Malaysia local gateway for $15.14. If you remember, you saw this. All right, so then I can choose Touch and Go, Boost, Maybank to you, blah 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 blah. Faham tak? Okay, so let's say I just choose Maybank to you. Okay, you just put your email number and my phone number. Okay. Okay, at this point, nothing to hide lah. Okay, so I put here, and which page do you see? So you will come to Maybank to you page already. So I believe this page is very familiar to everybody. You will know how to do it. Once you pay, you put your username, you get your tag, blah, done. Got it? So as I said, I'm not going to buy this mouse. I have no intention of buying mouse. So I'm going to close the screen. But if I come back to my Taobao, right? So I haven't paid yet, right? I literally haven't give permission. I haven't go to Maybank to key in. So if I come back to my Taobao page, Again, I translate to English, I don't understand. So you see this mouse 2390, it up here, can you see the word pending payment? So here has this word called pending payment because I have not successfully paid yet. So you can, some people do like that, like me. If I just show you for demo, I'm not going to buy. Later, I will just cancel this order. I will just cancel this order. Or Taobao will automatically cancel your order after X amount of time. Okay, if they see you that, after 2 days, you still haven't made payment yet, they will just cancel your order. Sometimes they will cancel your order within 30 minutes, sometimes within 24 hours. It depends whether the item is running out of stock lah, or is it a promotional item lah, and so on. So if you have successfully paid, right, your mouse will be in the next, will jump to here called to be delivered. So to be delivered means they will arrange for the tracking number and all that. And then after it's been sent out, it will be at to be received. Then you just wait it for it to be received. Okay, so this is the Taobao site. That means this is business to consumer. That means you just want to buy for your own, for family, just buy one item, buy pot lah, pen lah, pants, clothing, just one item. But sometimes if you see certain items, let's say you see this mouse lah, and then you feel that, oh, 23.90, oh, very, very good price. Or if Malaysia, I mark up, I sell at $40 also can. If you have this confidence and you want to buy, let's say 50 pieces, you can also negotiate with this seller also. You can tell him, if I buy 50, what is the best price you can give me? If the price is acceptable to you, proceed to buy. I can say like that. Okay, now I want to show you the 1688. Okay, so now this is 1688 page. Okay, the good thing about Taobao and 1688, you don't need to have two different accounts. The username that you will log in your Taobao is the same username that you log in your 1688. Okay, so you don't have to create another account. However, if I want to use my 1688 account or Taobao account, the same account, if I want to use the same username and password in Alibaba, then it cannot accept. Somehow it cannot link. Yeah. So you need to keep one set of username and password for Alibaba. You have to keep another set of username and password for Taobao and 1688. So 1688, okay. Again, all in Chinese. Don't know, never mind. Please use Google Translate. So I want to show you the camera function. So I click on the camera function, okay? I click on camera function. So let's say I want to search for this, okay? So I upload the gambar already, so they will search. So let's see what they show you, okay? So I put up this Disney school bag, okay? Disney school bag, and then you see all the Disney school bag wholesaler will appear here. Then what do you do next? So you have to study. There is no shortcut. You have to study one by one. See how many years. So if you can see here, okay, let's see, I right click here. Okay, so if you see here, the first gambar here, what does it say? 1 year. 1 year in business. This one 8 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay, so this is a good indication for you. Okay, how long have they been a registered seller in 1688? Secondly, you want to check the how many pieces they have sold. So I believe you click on the next one. Cannot remember already. So you click on the number of pieces they have sold, so you can see. Okay, let me translate back to Chinese. Don't worry when you very used to buying already, right? You can definitely identify the Chinese words. Okay, and then you can compare the price. Okay, so example, I take the first one. Okay, I take the first one. Okay, I take the first one, and then it tells me, wow, look here, the price is 13.50 per bag, per bag only, very cheap. For this school bag, 13.50, but the MOQ is 3 pieces. Okay, you translate here. Not 3 months lah. I think this translate out already. But it's basically minimum 3 pieces. If you want to buy this bag, you need to buy minimum 3 pieces. Okay, and then you click based on the color. So if you go back, I believe it will come out lah. Okay, so you have to keep on looking and search. Okay, and also one more thing, if you buy things from 1688, there might be a courier fee between the factory to the warehouse. So, but all this can be negotiated, and before you pay, the seller will adjust the price accordingly. Okay, the seller will adjust the price accordingly. So this is about 1688. So as I mentioned, in 1688, right, there is no local payment gateway. You cannot use what we call, you cannot use like Maybank, Touch and Go to pay, because it is not connected yet. They have not come to this stage yet. So let's look at my card now. I just show you very quickly lah. Okay, so if you see my screen, I always this is my card, because all my glasswares are inside here, right? So if you are buying from 1688, you only have 3 choices. Number 1, use agent. Okay, so the agent will pay on your behalf. Okay, number 2, you have already an Alipay account. You just need to make sure that your e-wallet has sufficient money to pay. And then 3, you use bank transfer. Okay, there is option for you to use bank transfer. So for example, let's say I want just to buy this. Okay, let's make it 10. So it's here. Hold on, I cannot see leh. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so again, all right, if I want to buy that particular thing, number 1, make sure the receiving address is correct. Okay, the receiving address is correct. So confirm, if you put a Malaysian address here, it will not work one. Immediately the seller see it will cancel your order already. Or the seller may message you and say that, you make an order, you want to place an order, you haven't paid yet, and also your address, we cannot send overseas for you. So definitely you have to use agent for this. So then let's say I want to buy this glass container, is 2180 times 10 pieces is 218. And then if you see bottom here, where my mouse is either I use an Alipay account, I use an installment plan, or I use a bank transfer. Okay, so if you are using agent or Alipay, you click on the first option, and then later they will ask you, if you are going to pay by agent, click the agent's name. Okay, so this information the agent has to give you, either whether the agent registered using his email or his handphone. You just have to key in, and then the agent will receive a notification that, oh, somebody have asked you to pay on your behalf. Please pay the amount. So your agent will make the amount. Of course, I think before the agent pays, you have to pay your agent first lah. Unless you all have a long-term relationship, you already have credit there, that's fine. Okay, so this is about buying from 1688. So I will stop right now to take more questions. Anyone has questions?
There is actually, so someone asked like, what's the YouTube channel?
Oh, okay. My today's session, I will once finish, I will convert it to YouTube and I will post it, and then I hope that I can post it in your group as well lah. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's not an issue. The one let me see. YouTube channel, which payment methods to use if they choose several items from different supplier, combine or consolidate.
Okay, okay. Let's go back to Taobao. Okay, this is my Taobao page. Okay, this is my Taobao page. Like how you do in Shopee as well. You got a few sellers, you can combine payment, right? Cannot logic, right?
Yep.
Can you all see the logic? Cannot see the logic. Okay, so as you see, this is my Taobao card. Okay, I'm very quite malu lah. Okay lah, see I buy bag lah, oxygen generator lah, kitchen shelf lah. These are all in my cart. So I can decide I want to buy which one first. I want to buy all also can. So to answer his question, yes, I select what item I want to buy, and then I click. So let's say I click here 1 item, 2 item, 3 items from 3 different sellers, right? You see 1, 2, and 3. My amount here suddenly become 5,298. Okay. So if I click this, ask me to confirm my address. After confirm my address, it will go to the local payment page. Then I just pay lor. Understand? Okay, next.
I think it's shipping. Consolidate for shipping, not for buying.
Consolidate for shipping. Okay. So, okay, right now, as I said just now, in China, there are many forwarding agents. Okay. And I also believe in Daniel's page, in the entrepreneur, there are many agents who also advertise, also recommend certain forwarders. If I'm not mistaken, I have saw quite a few. There is no right or wrong answer. As I said, build your relationship with your shipper. So your shipper know your needs. Your shipper know your pattern. You know, so like for me, I'm very particular one. So I always tell my shipper, I need you to check 100%. I want to know when I buy like I help people to buy their oxygen generator, right? They bought something in Taobao for 1,000 something. When they arrive at the warehouse, it's a different model. So at least we can check, okay, at that point, still in China before coming into Malaysia. So the one that I use, right? Okay, I just show you an example. If you can see my page. Okay, if you can you see my page?
Yes.
Okay, so if you see here, the first line where my mouse is called Rachel 345. This one is my, I have done 345 shipments with this company. Okay, with this company that I am using is called All Can Express. Why I use this company? Number one, it is a Malaysian company. So if anything happen, I can go and look for the boss lah. Okay, so at least we know who are the owner. I know who are the owners. If anything happen, I can go and look for the boss. Okay, and they have staff in China. Their staff can speak English. Okay, because for us, right, our Malaysian English and China English also a little bit different. So, but if you have patience to explain, they also have patience to reply to you as well. Okay, so when my things all come to Malaysia, okay, let me give you an example. Let me see if I can find an example or not, because okay, let me try to look at my old example. Okay, this is one example. Of course, this shipper that I use also have it in English version. So I just right click, go to translate to English. When my things arrive, right? When my things arrive, the tracking number from the seller is recorded into the system. The weight is also recorded into the system. So I know total how much weight, all right? And then at the side, right, I can put a remark, what I want them to do. Check for damages, count for items, and so on. All right. And then later, I will just ask them to pack it and then send it. So if you can see, like, send it to me, Rachel Toh, where I stay. Okay, now you all know I stay in Kelana Jaya. And then what are the things I want him to do, like take photo, count. All this is here. We just put the remark, okay? And we place the order. Then the people in China, they will go and check all my items. When it's ready, they will send out. Okay, you get what I mean? So it depends on you. Let's say if you today you buy from 5 sellers and you agreed these 5 seller items, I can wait. So wait for all these 5 items arrive at the third-party warehouse. I send one shot by sea. If I urgent, maybe 3 items sent by sea, 2 items sent by air also can. So you decide how fast you want to see your item and so on. Okay, understand? Okay, so what's next?
Brian is asking about, can you brief on buying in 1688 in volume like 40-foot container, things that we need to be aware of. For example, some factories don't have export license from E or COO. Is there any audit team can help to check on the factory and items before loading to the container?
Okay. Honestly, I have never purchased one container before. Okay, 20-footer or 40-footer. I have never purchased that amount before. So I cannot comment on that. I'm sorry. But later maybe I can ask Tay or Mr. Ng, they can give their opinion. But for what I know, right, the things I have bought, I buy before MCO time, right? Every month I bring in 500 pieces of glass containers, 500 pieces per month. So these 500 pieces, I cannot really ask this shipper to check one by one. It's impossible. It's impossible. But there are certain things that I ask him to check. Like for example, when the things arrive, the 500 pieces of glass arrive at his warehouse, right? Whether is it packed in the way I wanted it to be. That means packed in styrofoam box individually and is labeled. That one they can help me to check. Because there's also a delivery order where they can help me to check. But actually to count how many pieces, no, because it's just too many. So they will just see they will open the box and they will just have like a quick look whether this box inside got 50 pieces or not. If it's got 50 pieces, then I got 10 boxes, 500 pieces. Correct. Okay, that is as much as they can do. So what I do personally when I have 500 pieces is I rely on my 1688 seller. I have to have a good relationship with him. We must have a good relationship with the factory so that if they do send wrong, right? When the thing arrive in Malaysia, then I can feedback to them. So for example, this glass factory that I work with, there are a couple of times where they send wrong, and by sea is after 1 month. So even after 1 month, right, I also don't do the unpacking so fast. It may be 2 months or 3 months later because really a lot to check, right? And sometimes I don't even check everything. Only when I send out the glass container out to the end customer, when I do the final packing, put the label, sometimes open and see whether there's a crack or not, then I only realize. So what I do is, because of the good relationship, I take picture, even though it's 3 or 4 months later, I tell my factory, my factory honors it. He gives me a replacement. But I think all this comes through relationship with them. Okay. Tay or Mr. Ng, do you have any comment on the 20-footer container or 40-footer container, which you can help answer this guy, Brian?
Let me answer lah. Okay. So if you want to arrange a container from China, so of course you selected one supplier from 1688. So first question you want to ask them, do they accept any letter of credit or not? If they accept letter of credit for payment, then you are in safe lah for me. So of course, letter of credit is one of the bank document which actually you can base on the goods have BL, bill of lading, it means the former shipment, and then you only when they show the document, then you only can release the payment to them. So this is one of the security lah. So another one way is if that factory is a really traditional China factory without any export, they don't have export experience, because in China they're not like Malaysia. You are registered a company, automatic you can have export license. Actually, for export license, they must go through a lot of process and very huge cost investment. So usually in China, have one kind of company is called trader, international trader. You can find this international trader. It means you are paid to them, then they will help you to arrange the shipment, include checking the items. So of course have other charges lah. So if you want to ship this container and you don't have local people to help you, then you can get one company, international trader, to help you to do arrangement. So the payment you are paid to this international trader. So after that, then they will arrange the shipment. They will pay to the vendor, and then they will ship the things for you. So this is also another way. So for us, if you are ready due for commercial, usually we will subjective your supplier, because in China, some of the traditional supplier actually can get very competitive rate. So although we pay for this international, because international trader, they got charge you maybe 2 or 3% charges from the value. It's not like per shipment. They are charged per value. So depends you want to pay them or you don't want to pay them. Did I answer the question?
Thanks, Tay.
I think I have one more additional point is just now you mentioned if your cargo, you need any Form E or COO, and this international trader can help you to prepare it. So you also no need to worry.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, there is many ways you can buy lah. So you do your own costing. You calculate, and then you see. Of course, everybody wants cheap. The cheaper, the better. But sometimes it may not be that way lah. Okay, it may not be that way. Next question.
I think the other question actually was like how many years of 1688? It's like 2 or 3 years better from Zhou. Then usually what special service will you choose? Also from Joe.
Special service. What is special service?
Yeah, that's why I learned how to ask better question.
So better service means PRO. Public. Okay. I would rather choose. Okay, if you ask me in 1688, I prefer to choose working with a factory. Okay, I don't want to choose a reseller. If possible, I always try to find the root, the manufacturer themselves. Okay, I like to find the manufacturer themselves, number one. And number two, of course, the longer they are in the business, the better. So 5 years and above is good. And also you must see where is their location. So if let's say you want to buy a rubber glove and you see that this seller is based in Shenzhen one. But actually, if you Google, Shenzhen is not famous for gloves. Shenzhen is famous for technology products. So maybe this guy, his price or his origin, where he get it also big question. So this one is through experience. You can ask me or you can ask Tay. where are the people from? You know, like Yiwu is a lot of merchandise, like all the titi tata, you know, hair comb la, dress la, all that you go to Yiwu. Guangzhou also have like Guangzhou, not Shenzhen in one state. I cannot remember the state name. One area in Guangzhou, they only specialize in doing the soft toys. So then you know that area everybody do soft toys one, so you can.
I think the best way to explain is like Muar. Like if you think about Malaysia, Muar is famous for having furniture. So different province and different place in China has their own specialty.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
So Jenny is asking. So first step before buying anything from Taobao is to open an account with shipping forwarder first. Is it?
You do it parallel. You can today, right now, after this, open a Taobao account and open your shipping account. Okay, do it together because today, let's say you open an account, you decide you want to buy color pencils, right? You buy, immediately you have to put in your China address already. Okay, when you open your China, when you appoint your third-party agent, they will give you your unique address. So this unique address, you need to key in to your Taobao page, okay, as to where it to send to. So you can do it parallel and it's instant one. It's instant, okay? It's instant. Okay.
The other question is from Ika. On delivery method, we've got a few options here. Official consolidated economy shipping, standard air freight, official delivery. Which one should I choose?
There's no which one you should choose. It depends how much you want to pay. If you anything by air is more expensive than sea. Okay, but you must remember one thing. Taobao official logistic, they are not like a very small company. They are very huge. Okay, they are very huge. When the seller sends something to the official logistic warehouse, right? It's very huge. You cannot imagine because China is very huge. I also cannot explain. It's very big. So if you choose wrongly, okay, for example, today you want to buy color pencil, okay, and then you go for the cheaper route, you go for C, okay. The seller will send to the official hub C warehouse, SEA, the C warehouse. Then suddenly you fickle-minded, you want to change. I say, I don't want to send by C, I can just send by air, can just switch like that. Cannot, because they have dedicated warehouse for C, they have dedicated warehouse for air, and it's not in the same place. It may be just one in PJ and one in Subang Jaya. It's not in the same place. So if you decide to change, that is how Taobao makes money. You have to pay. You pay for the courier fee, okay, for you to change. That is one thing. Okay, so again, there is no correct or wrong answer. For me is use third-party logistic. That is my personal opinion. Use third-party logistic because it will how to say, make it more simpler for you. Because if today you decided to change from C to air, then air to C, they won't ask question one. They just do according to what you want because they are in the same place. Okay, they are in the same place. They are able to grab your item and then they just change the cover note only. Yeah. Okay.
Noraini is asking how Shopee sellers from China, their cost shipping are cheap in Shopee. If the trip from Malaysia can get cheap in shipping price, I'm not sure what's the question.
Okay, I understand. She's asking why sometimes now Shopee when they want to click on certain things and then they say this item is sent from China, and then why is the shipping so cheap as compared if you buy themselves? Again, Shopee is opening up. Okay, Shopee, Lazada, they are all doing cross-border sales nowadays. So the way Shopee wants to expand, right? So they have to go and negotiate in bulk with Alibaba. All right, so they negotiate in bulk because they want to encourage more China people to do business for Malaysia or do business for Singapore. So they will have this campaign. So all these cheap shipping like 4 ringgit or 0 ringgit, actually the cost is absorbed by the principal or whoever that is paying for that campaign. You get what I mean? Sometimes the campaign is paid by the courier service by themselves. Sometimes it's by Alibaba by themselves. But why is this happening is because we are now living in a borderless situation, borderless world, whereby we can buy and trade anywhere. So in a way, Lazada, you see, Shopee, you see China sellers is because they open up. They open up. So same thing as well. If you as a Malaysian, you want to sell your product in China and you want to list your product in Taobao, you can do that. You can do that. It's not impossible. You can do that. In fact, I know Tay has a shop in Taobao where she sells Malaysian products to the Chinese people. All right, because it has opened up. It's just whether you want to do it or not. Okay, hope that answers your question. So in all fact, everything has a cost, but who bears the cost is another question. So right now, if you see Shopee has zero fee shipping, all that, somebody is paying. Somebody is paying. Either the merchant is paying, somebody is subsidizing somewhere
他们有500的嘛，那个其实要有500的嘛。Hey Rachel.
Yeah.
Right,
what
Can I ask a question, Rachel?
Yeah. Who is talking?
Jacqueline.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jacqueline.
都是9月才要的。
Yeah, for Alibaba, right? I actually had an order where the merchant subsequently wants to cancel and refund. So my question is, can the refund be held in my, I don't know, Alibaba account or some sort for future purchases with other merchants instead of being refunded my credit card to avoid two-way currency exchange loss?
No, don't. I mean, you want convenient, but everything has to be done in a proper manner. So whatever you buy, whether in Alibaba, Taobao, or 1688. So for example, let's say in Taobao today, if I use Maybank to you to pay, and if I have a refund, the refund goes back to my Maybank to you. If I use Touch and Go e-wallet, my refund will go back to Touch and Go e-wallet as per transaction. There's no such thing as keep it first lah, and then I use it later. No. It just complicates matter. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in proper business, everything goes by transaction. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I was just wondering whether there's some sort of like Alibaba account, you hold the money, then you can use for
No, because that will complicate the entire system. That's why I say Alipay, right, is a good thing, but it's very, very complicated. Yeah, because how your money is recorded and so on is one way. Yeah. So may I know why the merchant want to cancel your order? Is it something you don't want, or they cannot send the money?
No, it's because they say they are having a huge volume of orders and all that. Because mine is a customized product, and then they say, oh, because your order is not very big, we have a lot of orders, so I'm sorry, we cannot process your order, which I was very disappointed with. We had a very long conversation, and then they agreed, we had everything ordered, I make payment, and then in the end they said, oh, sorry, we have lots of orders, we can't order.
Okay.
We just refund you.
Yeah, so that's not a problem. I would say don't be sad. In a way, whatever item that you want to look for, right? Just look for other suppliers. There are plenty in China. Really, plenty lah. Yeah, I could say.
That it's very time consuming.
Yes. That's very time consuming. So that's why there are people whose occupation are called the agents. So the agents do such job and then they earn a certain percentage from you lah. There are people who does this type of job. Yeah, they are called the international traders. They are the procurement people. You know, they are the one who search for things. Yeah, but don't be sad. Just continue to look for.
Yeah.
Any other?
Can I ask another question? This one, I've not tried 1688 before, right? This one you were saying that 1688, when you make payment, you because there's no payment gateway, you have to either use TT bank transfer or payment agent, right? So is the payment into the name of the merchant or to like 1688? because you mentioned that 168 has buyer protection. So if the seller fails to honor its whatever transaction, how do I get protected by 168 if the payment, if it's
As
the
long
name of the merchant?
As long as your order is made through 1688, all right, that means you physically click on that item in the bar, right? You physically buy, but who pays doesn't matter, right? As long as the order is made through 1688, you are being protected already. Okay?
But the payment is made to the name of the merchant, like bank key is to the merchant's account, right? Or is it to 168?
Yes, to the merchant's account, yeah.
So if they fail to deliver, 168 will refund me? How it works?
If they fail to deliver, I won't say they will fail to deliver lah. Okay, because 1688, because once you place your order, then you click by bank transfer, right? There is also a time frame whereby the seller needs to click item has been sent or not sent. So if the item is not sent, right, it will trigger to 1688 main their system to show that a customer has placed order and the item has not been sent. So the 1688 needs to answer why item not been sent. So the seller may say, oh, buyer haven't paid, but so if you have paid, then they will have to show the evidence, right? Then if it's 168 problem, if it's the seller's problem, then the seller has to put a note there as to why it has not been sent. Maybe the customization takes too long, the printing not finished yet, that's why it's not sent, and so on. Yeah, so same like Lazada or Shopee, right? If a seller fails to send within certain time frame, I think the order gets cancelled and then you get refunded, something like that. So in Taobao and 1688, they also have this system. So everything has a time frame. So by certain time frame, if it's not fulfilled, right, there is a next action taken.
Okay, thanks a lot, Rachel. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I think there's a few questions, but they're all related to agents and forwarding. So like, for example, like they're asking about Orcan Express. Muhammad knows Zamil is asking about shipping forwarder is like the Orcan Express. And then I think the rest is actually asked for recommendation for agents and forwarding companies.
Okay. So for me, I'm using Orcan Express. I know Tay uses her own. There are many who commented in Daniel's group that they are representing what ZTO lah. I don't know lah. There are a lot. You just have to search. But let me just show you my screen. Can you see my screen? This is Orcan Express website. All right. If you do not know how to read, please click English. All right. You can see here, you can do your own comparison. This is the transport fee. So like if you buy things from Orcan Express, they can send to Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam. All right. So you click on Malaysian fees. So you can see the price. So if I choose to use ABX Korea for item that is 1 kg is 27 yuan. Yuan means renminbi lah. So you have to pay the equivalent. Okay, you pay the equivalent in ringgit. So because Orcan Express is a Malaysian company, so you pay to a Malaysian account for the equivalent of the amount. Okay, so Orcan Express also have many services. They got ABX, DHL, Ninja Van. So again, you may ask me, Rachel, which one to choose? So my personal answer is choose the courier office that you have good relationship with. Okay, or maybe not good relationship, but the warehouse is close to you. So for example, for me, if I need to use air service, I always choose ABX. Why? Because ABX main hub is in Kampong Subang. And there are a few times when I cannot wait for ABX because they are always overloaded with delivery. I drive to Kampong Subang, I collect my own parcel. Okay? And then I know ABX comes to my place very often. I know them so well because last time when I first started, right, every week I have parcel coming in because I was so shocked, very nice to buy things from China. So easy, just buy. And then they know us so well already. They know us so well. So I would say choose the Korean, or if you want cheap, just choose the cheapest one. So this is the price for air. So all the prices are here, is listed, is nothing to hide about, okay? The prices is here. By sea is how much, if you want to business rate is how much, loose item is how much, is all listed here, okay? If you want to read GST, SST, whether my things get taxed, whether my item is sensitive, not sensitive, please take some time, go read, because everything is listed one. Okay, everything is listed black and white, and is there lah, is there. So for me, I'm currently using Allcan Express. I do not know how the other forwarder work, but it's the same concept lah. If today you want to register with Allcan Express, you can do so. And if there is any hiccup, okay, I can personally mentor you. I don't charge you anything. I will help you how, at least your first 2 shipments, I will help you to check. I will help you. I will give you tips how to make your shipping experience better. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, if you're asking me which agent I'm using for my payments, yes, because in the past my Alipay have no problem. Now my Alipay is stuck. Number 1 is because my passport is not renewed, so I cannot do my verification. All right. So right now I'm also using Allcan Express, because Allcan Express because they are here in Malaysia and also in China. So when I want to buy things from 1688, if I buy things from 1688, I will ask Allcan Express, you pay for me first, okay, and then I will pay them back. So that one is called Tai Fu. Tai Fu means an agent for payment, not an agent to buy. An agent for payment. I use Allcan Express to buy. If I'm buying from Tmall and Taobao, I don't need their help, because I just go straight. I use my Maybank to you. I use my Touch and Go e-wallet. I use Lazada Pay to pay. Okay, because the rates are equally competitive. The rates are equally competitive. So I'm fine with that arrangement. As much as possible, I always want to use my own account, like Maybank to you or CIMB Clicks, to pay for my merchants. But if really I cannot, right, I will use Allcan Express service to help me to pay. All right, this is all I can say. Another thing I also want to say, if today you are the first time for Taobao or for 1688, if you still need help, maybe you want us to be sure that you are clicking the right thing or selecting the right thing, feel free to ask me, or you can even ask Tay. We are more than willing to help you. Yeah, yeah, that's all.
So the last question is by Angeline. Can you guide us on how do you file a dispute or refund dispute?
From where? From which?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Taobao. So let's say Taobao. Okay. If I click on, if I right click, I think you all mainly all cannot read Chinese, right? So if I go to product board, okay. Product board means things that I have purchased before. Okay. So like this one, right? This mouse I haven't paid yet. So later I need to click cancel. But if you see the following items, these are the items that I have purchased recently. So they ask that there are a button here. I mean, I have already received. You see, the last time I bought was in June 25th. All right. So if you want to dispute, depending what you want to dispute lah. Okay. For example, let's say I bought this silicone brush, and when the silicone brush arrived, it is not incorrect. All right, if it's incorrect, let's say I bought 2 pieces and it only arrived 1 piece, don't click the official dispute yet. Check with the seller why he only sent 1. All right, so if he said, oh yeah, I missed out, he's going to resend again at no cost, just accept it, okay, and then wait for it to come. Okay, if it's a total refund, you need to see what type of refund is. All right, is it the thing is broken when arrived? So if broken when arrived, then who broke it? Is it seller to the warehouse or warehouse side come to Malaysia side? Okay, so there are different ways, but if it's really officially you want to dispute with Taobao, there is a button for you to click here one. There is a button. Let me just check where's the button. The button is I cannot see. Okay. Usually, okay. No. My screen here cannot see anything. Usually, there is another button here which says that you can refund or replace. Okay, there is a button here besides successful transaction. This is my order and this is my logistic. There is another button here whereby if you have received the item, you can click here, refund or dispute lah. Okay, so there are 2 ways.
So the button is below the blue icon.
Which blue icon? Don't have here.
No. You go to the left. So it's 申请售后. That's the button.
This one. Yes. Okay, so let's say if I click on this one. Okay, this one. Can you see? Okay, if you click on this one. Okay. So I bought this item. Where got 60 ringgit? I cannot understand. Okay, so there is 2 buttons here. 我要退款 means I want to get a refund. This one is I want to return the product and get a refund. Okay. Normally, when you have a dispute, right, there's 2 levels. The first level is between you and seller. So if you and seller can resolve peacefully, it's good. Okay. If cannot resolve peacefully, then there is a mediator. Mediator means you, seller, and the Taobao HQ people, the office people who works for Taobao will be in the conversation. And everything will be recorded and everything will have a deadline. For example, if the mediator asks you to give proof, within 7 days, you have to give proof. If after 7 days, you fail to give the proof, it's considered this settlement is cancelled. So if you give the proof within 7 days, then the seller also must accept your proof within 7 days. So on. Everything, they have a deadline. As long as everything follow the deadline, at the end, the mediator will decide who wins or who loses lah. So to avoid all this happening, of course, please buy from the Tmall or the Go seller. Okay, because usually they keep their reputation. It's like a no question asked. You know, if you don't like something, you dislike something, I just refund to you. That's it. You know, close case. But if you so happen no choice, you bought from a freelance home seller, and then you know very hard, very kangko one, then I would say it's hard lah. The situation never ends lah. The situation never ends. That is how official dispute is done lah.
Rachel, do you want to take a few more questions or?
Yeah, I'm okay to take a few more questions. I would say, Daniel, if those who need to go, they can go. Those who wants to stay on, they can stay on lah.
So Ken is asking about preparing tax document and purchasing import and duty. Like, do LHDN requires all this document from China, such as invoice sellers and etc.? Actually, yes.
Yes lah. Basically, we want to be proper, right? We want to be proper. So for me, my personally, right, my business has an official SSM account as well. So I also do my account. So whatever I buy, right, I either ask the invoice from the seller or I just do a print screen. So that is my documentation. My print screen is my documentation already. So as long, what LHDN also wants is a traceability lah. Whatever you do it in a proper way, get a receipt. Even though if you pay by Maybank to you, just print out the receipt or save your receipt as a PDF. I think that is good enough, you know. So if you need certain SGC lah, ISO cert, just ask the seller. The seller will be able to give it to you. Yeah. I mean, if they are the Chekai one, I cannot say much lah, but most of the sellers, factory owners, they should have all the certs available. Yeah.
Noraini is asking, is it true Pinduoduo is cheaper than 1688? Maybe did Miss Rachel sell in Shopee or Lazada? Maybe can mentor in selling in Shopee and Lazada.
I have a shop in Lazada, started the same time as Shopee, but I would say number one, this one is totally different topic, but very, very, very quick. Lazada, the interface is very difficult to navigate. And so far, I only got 2 orders from Lazada over the 5 years that I have been a Lazada seller. But on Shopee, I do not know why it's easier to navigate, to do all the clicks, the campaigns. And every month I have business from there, and I don't even have to do much. You know, every time I just hear my phone ring means it's business coming in. But of course, I'm not like those like on TikTok. Wow, one day they get 50 orders, 100 orders. No, I'm not that, because I mean, I guess if I put 10 hours in, I will get my 10 hours result lah. So, but for Shopee, I don't put effort in, and I cannot expect much from there. Yes, but yes, I do buy all my items from 1688. I also buy directly from the factory also, for those that I know them directly. Yeah.
I also think, like, just to explain, Pinduoduo is like the group buying thing. It's not like a sourcing thing. So you might not get the thing as the time that you need, especially if you're doing business, basically.
Yeah, if you're really doing business, right, you need to look for the source and for the item lah. The source of the item, where is it come from originally lah, the root lah. Like Pinduoduo, I mean, there are a lot of platforms available, and everybody also try to do business also. So sometimes you see maybe Pinduoduo's price is cheaper a little bit. Why? You have to think back logically why. Maybe they are new, so that's why they put in a lot of marketing fee just to attract, you know, new sellers, newcomers, and so that's why they just make the price cheap. So I also mentioned cheap might not be good also.
I think Vicky is answering Vicky is answering some question. So is it normal under same company? I think that should be all, actually. So yeah, that's all the question. Also, thank you to Vicky Tay for helping to answer the question in the chat.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we end this?
Yeah.
Hello, Rachel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think I have said a lot today. Maybe the people here who attended, thank you for your time. And maybe once you able to reflect and have more questions later, just feel free to get in touch with me. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for attending, and Rachel for sharing a super insightful in terms of how to navigate the the monster that is Alibaba. 2010 I got to see the preparation for 11/11 is crazy basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually when the pandemic is over, hopefully I can bring you guys go and visit the campus. So
Yes.
I will try to arrange that.
Yes, yes. That's my plan also. I wish to go there as well. Yeah. So, okay, everyone, thank you very much. As mentioned earlier, the slides and the video, right, will be uploaded as soon as it's downloaded and converted, and I will upload to YouTube. You can refer to this video. There are also other videos on my YouTube channel, which I do mostly for stay-at-home moms. On how to buy for their personal belongings. You also can view there. All the slides I upload to Google Drive is free for you all to use, and you all can refer lah.
We will update everything over on the entrepreneur group. So you can. So if you just want to plug your channel a bit, Rachel, before we close the room.
My channel lah in YouTube
Yes.
Your videos. My one is also not official one. I just chapalang only. Anything I have, I just upload.
I think you can search for your name, right? If I'm not mistaken, Rachel. There.
Yeah. So actually, I have a few videos here. You all go and see like how to pay third party, Taobao sharing, lesson 1, lesson 2. But the main one is here. So okay, let me see. Get shareable link. Okay. You all can see here. So if you click this this YouTube, if you see, right? Hold on. If you see, very good afternoon to everyone. Okay, if you see the description box, I actually put the googledrive.com, the files, you know, the PPT or whatever. You just have to read it lah. Okay, you read it, and as I said, I offer my help to anyone for me to guide you if you want to. I cannot guide for others if you're using other parties, because I do not know. I only can know within my own scope lah. Okay, so that's my YouTube channel. You can find me in Daniel's page. I'm there. I'm a real person. Okay, so you can also search for me in Facebook as well. Oh, okay, maybe I just put my Facebook. This is my Rachel. Yeah, so this is my Facebook page. Okay. Yeah, anything else? If not, thank you very much. Thank you for spending Friday afternoon with me. Hope you have learned something, at least one thing today.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I have learned stuff also. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'll let you know when we arrange the stuff with Aliyah. So
yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Take care. I will be online maybe for another 5-10 minutes, and whoever who wants to stay on to ask questions, feel free to stay on. If not, you're free to go. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Tay. Thanks, Mr. Ng.
Thanks, Mr.
Welcome.
I'm gonna head off. See you, Rachel.
Okay, see you.
See you, everyone.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, what question do you want to ask?
Okay. Just wonder, are you always buying bulk from 1688 and stock it up and sell it separately one by one?
Currently my business, I sell direct, and I also have agents as well to sell my products. Yeah. But I only sell one thing, which is the glass
I see.
containers. Yeah.
Okay, because
or
1688 is a bulk buy, right? So if we are
I negotiate. You negotiate with your seller, with your supplier. See what is the MOQ that you need to commit. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be every month. So you can decide. Yeah, even for my glassware, I can buy as small as 5 pieces a month. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Ken Chua, for starting, any tips to find good items to start selling? Wow, you must be cash loaded, is it? Okay, there are different ways to look at it lah. So from my opinion, maybe one, people start selling things that they are passionate about. So they find things that they are passionate about, so they sell those items. For example, to me, why I sell glassware, because I feel glassware is better than plastics, and I feel that glassware has better and it's more environmental friendly. So I want to start educating people from young. I want to sell glassware. Secondly, how people start selling items is also their phase in life. So let's say if I'm a mother right now, since I'm going to buy baby clothes for my own kids, why not I will buy more and then I sell, because probably my network of friends are also within the same age range. I also want to sell baby products. So it's also based on phases in life. Thirdly, you can use trending items. So this one you will need a little bit of homework. You need to download certain software, or you may use Google. You can find the statistics on what are the items that are being trended. Every month there is trending items. So you can use software, or you can use Google. They will tell you in this month, what is the item that is most searched for, and then you can go from there. That means you are selling trending items. All right. Or you have to keep reading, keep educating yourself. Watch TikTok, watch Instagram, watch YouTube, watch the influencers, the KOLs, see what they are promoting, nowadays, so that you know what are the trending items. So these three are methods lah. There's no right or wrong method. So just do what is more suitable for you, which you can do it easily. Yeah. So that is my answer to Ken. I hope that answer your question. Okay, let me scroll back. Let me just scroll back. Can share any bad purchasing experience with us so that we can, I would say bad purchasing experience is probably don't buy from those, remember my tip to you is minimize risk. So only buy from Tmall sellers, buy from reputable sellers. Okay, reputable means they have the gold rating, they have a Tmall store, or in 16888, at least they must be at least 5 years in the industry. All right, 5 years in the industry. Ali as Allcan Express is also payment agent in 1688. Yes, they are. Can you share bad experience with agents? Pay here. So far I have two agents, and these two agents, one, his name is Mr. Chiu. How I found him was also through Facebook many years ago. Till today, I still use him. But Mr. Chu recently, this year, he also have a lot of problem with the bank account because of passport verification issue. But nevertheless, Mr. Chu, I use him because he's real person, not fake. I know where is his shop. He has a shop in Damansara Jaya Atria. So I know where to find him. He's not like a scammer or so on. So I have deal with Mr. Chiu. I have deal with Mr. Ng. Mr. Ng works for Orcan Express. Both has given me very good service, which is, I mean, if I'm professional, they are also professional in a way lah. Yeah. Okay. So that is my agent. Basically, the agent that I use is agent for payment and agent for forwarding. I do not use agent to buy. Okay, I do not use agent to buy. That means whatever things that I source in Taobao is all by myself. I decide which seller I want to go with. Only the payment part and the shipping agent, I use agent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? If you are new to Taobao or Tmall or 1688, before you purchase something big, okay, big means anything above 500 ringgit lah, or 300 ringgit, depending what's your threshold, right? Practice buying from Tmall first. Just practice. Buy things that are smaller in value. Let's say 20 ringgit stuff, 30 ringgit stuff. Practice how to click here, click there, how to talk to customer service. Track the timing from seller to warehouse to Malaysia. Learn how to consolidate your shipping. Learn how to tell the shipper what type of remarks that you want him to check on, count on, and so on. Then after a few times, I suggest then only you go big. Okay, unless you know Chinese, then you have a little bit of advantage. Then you can talk to seller. Okay, you talk to the 188 seller. But if you are totally English speaking, try buying things that are small or something that you need first. Although you can get in Shopee or Lazada or in Tesco, doesn't matter. Try buying it from Taobao first, Taobao or Tmall. Try practice a few times. Then I will only say you are ready to go for 1688 because 1688 is really another dimension. Yeah, Tmall is good because it already have the Malaysian gateway, payment gateway, but 1688 don't have. So get used to something first. After a couple of times, then I only suggest you to go to 16. Any more questions? Yes. Basically, Tmall and Taobao is like buy from own use, and 1688 is buy in bulk. Having said that, the Tmall and Taobao, let's say you want to buy color pencils, all right? And then you want to buy a lot of color pencils. So maybe you are not sure how to start, right? So you probably look for the item in Taobao, Tmall, and also at 1688, all right? And then let's say if Tmall or Taobao, that time the seller, they also have campaign, like now 88, right? 1688 has no campaign. Although 88, you know that Shopee having big campaign. In China also should have campaign, right? But 1688, no campaign. But in Tmall and Taobao, they have campaign. So when they have campaign, right, like this 88, for every 200 renminbi you spend, you get $20 20 RMB off. So if at the end you calculate, oh, Taobao also can give me a good price, same like 1688, then go ahead and purchase your bulk from Taobao also can, no problem. No problem at all. All right. You can also tell Taobao, I want to buy in bulk, give me a discount. Then they will give you a discount and they will change the price for you. So that is my answer to you. And what you mentioned, the passport verification, may I know, is it a need item? Okay. Passport verification is for you to verify your Alipay e-wallet, like your Touch and Go or Grab Pay, right? They ask you to upload your IC and take a photo of yourself, right? That is a verification process. So for Alipay, because it's a China e-wallet and because you are an international person, they ask you to upload your passport and also your photo. Okay, but now you cannot verify your Alipay is because I believe all our passport is expired, right? So we cannot do that. And to really get Alipay to verify your account, you even need a China bank account. So this is a very tough part. So a lot of agents, they actually fly to China last time on a yearly basis to do their verification, because this is part of what business their agents, they are doing this as a business, right? So they will fly to China and they will get their Alipay verified. But in all circumstances, if you want to buy things from 1688, you just use the agent to pay on your behalf, or you use the bank transfer. How do people do drop shipping from 1688 or Alibaba directly to Shopee to Malaysia? Okay, so basically they take the photo. They take the photo from whichever seller, right? And then they put up on their own page in Shopee. So when a customer click on Shopee, I want to order this, right? And the customer will put his address inside. Okay, I want to buy this computer mouse, and my address is sent to Mount Kiara. So the seller, right, he will immediately do a back-to-back order. He will go to the particular website, the seller, and he will place the order, right? And then he will tell the seller, send to the third-party agent's warehouse. And then when it arrives at the third-party agent's warehouse, instead of putting your own address, the seller will put the customer's address as the end delivery. Then this item is sent directly from China to your customer in Mount Kiara. You get what I mean? So I repeat, so let's say I'm a customer, I go into Shopee now. I saw a computer mouse, so I click, right? And then as a customer, I need to put where is my address. So my address, let's say, is in Mount Kiara, right? So the seller received the order. He immediately go to internet. No need to waste time because he already placed order. The customer already paid. He do a back-to-back order. He buys that thing. So he buys that thing. It sends to the third-party warehouse first. Once it sends to the third-party warehouse, you can instruct the warehouse person, if inside there got one invoice, can you remove it? Or can you ensure that the computer mouse that he bought is silver color and not black color or whatever? Do a simple checking first. Once okay, you tell the warehouse, okay, for this mouse is sent to this person in Mount Kiara. Then that's it, send there already. So this is how it works. Mr. Ng is the shipper. It is my shipper. He's also here. If you want to ask him questions, also can. You can talk to him in Cantonese, in English, in Chinese also can. So that is the best thing about using someone who can understand our language, and he's also local, so he can answer your questions as well. And he's not in this business like 1 year. He's in this business for a long time.
Any question also can ask related to the shipping.
Yeah. So now during the pandemic, it is best to use bank transfer to bulk purchase in 168. For me now, like now, I use the Thai food, which is agent for payment to pay for my purchase in 1688. So precaution is choose your agent well. Okay, if it's your friend or what, yeah, then it's better. If it's totally new one, if it's totally new agent, then you might want to Google or research about him lah. Yeah. Yes, the Allcan Express have service to pay for 1688 because they are also the payment agent. Yeah, yeah. So you may ask me how does agent charge? So I would say different agent have different charges. Okay, different agent have different charges. So you also need to work out which charges is more suitable for you. Okay, you need to do that. Allcan Express is a forwarding agent. That means it's a Thai Yun, and also they are Thai food. All right, which I personally use. You can use anybody also can. There is no restriction, and there are a lot in Malaysia. All right, but you just have to do your own research, and hopefully that the person that you choose is reputable. How do you engage Allcan Express? You just go to Allcan Express website, register an account, and open a WeChat account. As long anything you buy there, they will answer you already. Their contact number is there. WhatsApp number, WeChat number, all is there. You can communicate with them. Or Mr. Ng is here right now. Mr. Ng, his name is Jet Ng. Okay, Jet Ng, he is the boss of Allcan Express. So if you have any questions, you can also contact him directly. Okay, so Ms. Kong HH, I hope I have answered your question. Can pay by TT transfer. You want to pay where, Brian? TT transfer to where? TT to agent or TT to merchant? The answer is yes lah. The answer is yes. Ken Chua, Allcan Express is all for one for purchase for Taobao, right? Okay. For Taobao B2C business, Taobao or Tmall, I suggest you use the payment gateway that is available, which is like Maybank to you, Touch and Go, CIMB Clicks, so many banks. You can choose. All the banks are there. All right. Only 1688, you use agent to pay. All right. But for agent for forwarding, yes, for when you buy things from Taobao, from Tmall, from 1688, all direct all your shipment to third-party agent. So if you want to direct all to Allcan Express, go ahead, feel free to do that. Yeah, so for Mr. Ng, if you add him in WeChat, is better lah, because when I message him in WhatsApp, he very take long time to reply me, but in WeChat, he take very fast to reply me. So you also have to understand their pattern, no? Okay, so all this comes through experience, yeah. Just sharing my experience lah. Okay. Anything else? Feel free to ask. If you decide to use Allcan Express, right? In Allcan Express, we will create the a WeChat group, and all your shipping items will be discussed over there lah. So for example, let's say you bought a mouse, computer mouse, and then you wanted the warehouse to check. So then they take a photo, then they will post it into the WeChat. Then you verify, correct one, okay, tapao and send to Malaysia already. Okay, so this is one of the good service that I have lah so far from Allcan Express. I use them since 2016. I just found out from okay, I just go to Allcan Express, right? So everything is listed. It's not difficult. So if you can see here my screen, can you see my screen? Rachel 345 means I have done 345 shipment orders with them. But if I go to the last page, okay, if I go to the last page, you see 001, can see 001, all right? I started in year 2016, all right? I started in year 2016. So everything is recorded, tracking number, what is the weight, where to send to, how much, date completed, all is recorded. So you don't have to worry lah. Anyone? Feel free to go if you need to. If you want to stay and ask more questions, feel free also. So in 1688 mall, if we want to custom make an item, have to find factory outlet with gold medal is better. 不是. In 1688, if you want to custom make item, better to find factory. Okay, not reseller, not distributor, find factory. And then try to find those with minimum 5 years experience and try to find those that is nearer to Guangzhou area if possible, yeah. Why? Because anything that you make custom, maybe they don't include the shipping cost. So if you find nearer to Guangzhou, shipping cost is definitely cheaper from their factory to Guangzhou to the third party agent, forwarding agent. If your factory, let's say, is Mongolia lah, Mongolia also part of China, right? Mongolia, then have to send to Guangzhou, right? You are going to pay as much as what you would have paid from China to Malaysia. Very honest, yeah. Okay. But to answer your question, yes, definitely you can custom make item in 1688. Let's say you want to make custom bag, custom box, custom soft toys, custom t-shirt, Hamplang also can custom make. Find those factory from when you read the seller information, you'll be able to know whether how strong he is in the industry, how many years, what is the total sales he have done overall. All that it will be listed down there. Can I get merchant to send to your own shipping container in China? Can. You just give the address only. And remember to negotiate for free shipping. Okay. Usually, if it's like factory price, very cheap already, they may not be able to cover the shipping fee. So shipping fee from factory to whichever address, depending on distance and depending whether they use lorry, their own factory lorry, or they use like a courier lorry. All right. So there is different cost there. So you just take note lah. How to differentiate reseller and factory supplier? When you go to their site, you'll be able to see. If they are factory, they will put there they are factory. And if they are reseller, you go to their site, they will sell many things that are not related one. Those are resellers. Yeah. You can read from the seller's page. Okay, when you go in to search for selling, you can read from the seller's page. So here is 找工厂. So you translate to English, find factory. So you click find factory. Okay, and then what type of factory that you want to look for. So for example, glass container. I don't think people will put glass container lah. So you see it comes out empty, right? So you have to go to Google Translate. You type glass container. Okay. Even this one translate also bongam already. So you type here. Then you see. all the glass people will come out. Okay, then you choose. Okay. So example, you click this one. Okay. And then you see how long they have been in business, where are they from. So you don't know how to read, right? Just translate to English. Okay? Just translate to English. It will give you a rough idea. Okay? It will give you a rough idea. So I hope this answers your question. Any more questions? Okay, let's say I order some custom stationery. Do I need to list it on my packing list along with my main products? Okay, Brian, no need. Okay, I share from my experience. I cannot quote any other people. So you take note. This is my mouth, is my own experience. So if you order some of the stuff, it will go to All Can Express, right? Let's say assuming you use All Can Express, which is the third party forwarder. So you need to write down, okay, for this box, this tracking number, what is inside? Is it pencil or cellophane tape or whatever? And what is the quantity like? And what is the estimate cost of the product? Not the estimate selling price, the estimate cost of the product. Okay, you can just be very general. You don't have to be very clear. Oh, it's pen, gel pen. No need to say all that. If it's just different type of pens, you just put pens. If you want to put stationery, you can just put stationery. You do not have to be very, very specific. And then once all your orders have reached All Can Express, right? And you have already paid for the shipping, you only know how big your container or whatever. All Can Express, they themselves will generate the official invoice that will be used for Custom Malaysia. And typically, you do not have to worry anything lah, because All Can Express is under the One Dragon boat. So their fee already included the custom, the taxes, and so on. However, if you cheat as in, let's say you buy stationery, let's say you declare something that is incorrect one, or is a dangerous goods, right? But you hide it, then we may face some problem lah. We may face some problems. Okay, there are people who do such things. For example, they bring in like live turtle. Okay, then but they don't declare it as live turtle. They just put that as food. All this will create a lot of problem. All this will create a lot of problem. Okay, so technically, Brian, you need to look for an agent that has the One Dragon boat or One Belt One Road, that type of agent, and that their pricing will already include all the customs. Yeah, will already include all the customs. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Li Hui. Yeah. Any other? Okay. Last time, actually not last time, is this year pandemic, right? So we use a lot of online learning, online class. So I ordered the wireless headphone, and then when it arrived in All Can Express, right? I didn't think much of it. I just sent it out by air. By right, I need to take in the box there as a sensitive item, because the earplugs is with battery operated, right? It's an electronic item. So then when it's my mistake, I didn't do it. So I actually lost the product. Okay, I actually lost the product. But I blame on local courier. Then, of course, I also checked with Allcan Express. So at least everyone did their part. They are all accountable. So Allcan Express, they also never say, oh, I don't care or what. They actually helped me to get the photo. So they managed to check with the custom, and it was actually the custom in China. Before it was loaded into the aeroplane, it was actually taken out because my item is a sensitive item. And when it was loaded into the plane was meant for normal items. So it has went on the wrong path. Yeah. So this is from China side. And I also blame the seller. Sellers are more very famous ones are more. Bayers, if you know the brand, BAE. What's the brand? The brand very famous one. BAEUS, Bayers. They are also very famous one. So I said, are you sure? Is it maybe your packaging people actually took my item and then just sent out the box? So they actually sent me the video. They actually sent me the video on how they pack my item and so on. So, and we check the weight of the item. Okay, so that's how we track back everything lah. So in this case, it was really my mistake. I couldn't get back the item. The item is at the custom there. They didn't return the item. It's just sitting in the customs office. So what I did was, I tell that story to the seller. And then the seller give me a discount to buy a second time. So this is what happened to me lah. So if I use my own container with my own forwarder, there could be problems with custom. Yeah, probably, Brian. You need to check with who is your own forwarder, whether your forwarder has the one belt, one dragon boat type of agreement or not. Yeah. And they should be able to advise you what type they are and so on. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Justin. Are Malaysia able to get into Tmall and AliExpress? Yes, Malaysian. Are Malaysian able to get to Tmall and AliExpress? Yes, can. Meaning you want to become a seller and put your item in Tmall, right? Or AliExpress? Yes, can. You just have to fulfill all their requirements. You need to fulfill all their requirements. For Taobao, it's easier. My friend who sells coffee, he told me last time, not now, not this year, a few years ago when they started selling Malaysian coffee, Ipoh coffee in Tmall, right? They actually needed a they actually needed a China partner. So I'm not sure what is the latest requirements, but for Taobao, you do not need I don't think you need somebody Chinese partner anymore. Yeah, Chinese partner as in a China citizen. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, just now that lady Vicky, she is the 女人天堂主人. If you know this website, this not website, the Facebook group called 女人天堂, you can see there's more than 1 million subscriber there. She has a shop in Taobao. She's a Malaysian, but she has a shop there and she sells things. And I also have people asking me how to sell their kaya and their durian paste kaya into Taobao. So it is possible. It is possible. And also not necessary to put on Tmall or AliExpress. You can put it at JD. You can put it at so many different sites that is available in China. Why we heard of Tmall and AliExpress is because they spend a lot of money on marketing, and their boss Jack Ma is very good at international border. He has become famous, so naturally everybody knows this Tmall, AliExpress, Taobao, and so on. But if in China, if you really look at the market, there is a lot of variety. In fact, I asked my China friends, do you actually buy from Taobao or Tmall? They said, no, I don't. They are lousy products. They tell me that they rather buy from JD.com. This is not one person, but a few of my China friends, they told me that they don't buy from Taobao anymore. I don't know why lah. Okay. Yes. There in Malaysia, there is such thing, you can buy unclaimed packages at very cheap price. For this, you need to contact companies in Malaysia that are in doing forwarding. You can buy. I was also offered before to buy this. We do not know what is inside the package, but you can just buy and open and see. Yeah. So you can do that. Yeah. If you want to know why there is such thing as unclaimed packages, it's because sometimes the seller, right? You buy something from the seller and then you became the seller's loyal customer. So once in a while, they will send out a free gift to you or something, samples and all that, but you are unaware because they want to surprise you. So this item doesn't reach you, they only reach to the forwarding warehouse addresses. So in a way, there are a lot of unclaimed packages, and these unclaimed packages, no point to send back. So these forwarding agents, what they do is they just sell it at a cheap price or they dispose it lah. Yeah, there are such things. Yes, I will upload into my YouTube and I will share it at Daniel's page at the Entrepreneur and Startup Facebook group. You all may refer there. And as I also mentioned, if you need my help, I will try my very best to answer you. If it's shipping problem, Mr. Ng will answer you. Okay, and especially if you are using Allcan Express, where I'm familiar with all the functions and buttons, I can also assist you.
Rachel, seeing no question, actually, I just want to share something. Regarding, we talk about the air shipment. Actually, air shipment, if you send from seller direct to Malaysia, normally they will got tax, or maybe they need to have a AP. This is using a proper channel way. So maybe ours is we are using, I think is a special service. That means whatever you buy, not alcohol, not dangerous item or not drug. So that should be, we can send it out. But for the proper channel like DHL, Sunfeng, so that one after when you send back, have some, so will get problem. This is our third-party agent and using proper channel way. So actually, for tax side, actually most of the things come into Malaysia, we need to pay tax. But actually, like our service, we are helping, or we know how to avoid the tax. So most of the seller don't get tax. So if you want to try, maybe you just try using Sunfeng or DHL from China direct to you. So maybe one day a DHL people, or they will send you a invoice that you need to pay tax. So this is the different way we settle we clear the custom and compared to the DHL or Sunfeng or the other methods. This is the different. Actually, tax we need to pay, but in a small amount, less than 500 RM or less than 100 USD. So tax is avoided. But more than that, maybe we can use Bao Sui, or we have using different methods that help you to clear the custom, to do the custom clearance. Get what I mean?
I think these people, right? Today they got too much info to absorb. Then only when they encounter it on their own, right, then they will learn it lah. That's what I feel lah.
Actually, because actually a lot, I always receive a call, call me to help them to do custom clearance. Sometimes they buy something, after that custom say, hey, you don't have AP. Buy watch, they also request AP. You don't have AP, how you bring to Malaysia? After that, normally this one custom will take it, or maybe leave it, consider missing lost parcel or whatever, because this is using proper way. And actually Foreign Express provide a special we have a special service to do it. So this will reduce the tax or avoid the tax.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how many of you here buy from US before. Like I heard, and I know a lot of Malaysians try to buy vitamins from US before, and every time come to Malaysia, you gonna tax because you didn't know that the value cannot be above 500 ringgit, right? So then, but second time you buy below 500 ringgit, you also gonna tax again. So you do not know how to do that. Why I heard when sent to Malaysia, you cannot tax. Yeah, because they are very straightforward. Whatever you buy, they declare the value at the face value at the form. So when the customs see, to risk confiscate or tax you. All right. For me, I have found ways to overcome that issue. If you really need to buy a lot of expensive vitamins, you can use third-party agent. Okay, it means ask iHerb to send to a forwarding agent in US, and the forwarding agent will send it to you. That is one way to avoid tax. Second way is maybe the item from US sent to the China warehouse. Okay, that means the item is being sent to China, and then China you bring in via sea shipping. Then you also can save on the tax. Okay, any more people here? How many people? Wow, still got 15 people. Oh, 5:34 already. Okay, so as I say, you know where to look for me. If you need to look for me, feel free to look for me. If you want shipping question, ask for Mr. Ng. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good week and stay safe. And yeah, keep in touch. And if you are starting this business, all the best wishes to you. And hope your business prosper lah, 生意兴隆. Okay, thank you and bye bye.